Alright guys, I want to talk about ticker CELZ. This one had major moves today from 49 cents up to $1.42. Then you saw a big drop. Generally on a stock that has a huge run during the day, and then you see a big drop during market hours and into the later afternoon, is generally not a positive sign, But in this particular case, it is looking like it is, because this little pattern right here, when this price reaches up here, some may refer to this as like a fib retracement. I really do not pay enough attention to that specific indicator to really tell you if this is a textbook fib retracement or not, but I do like to call this a bow and arrow, just in my own personal ways of thinking about this pattern, because of the times that I've seen it played out with my other indicators. Because if you didn't have these SMA lines, it wouldn't look like a bow and arrow, so, maybe fib works for other people, but, for me, bow and arrow. Anyways, so the price goes down. I make myself laugh. It's been a rough day. I kind of needed a laugh, I think. But anyway, go down 77 cents, and that is the SMA line. Now, if you draw, like a perfect even between that SMA line and where the price is right now, you're at 90 cents. So I would say if the price were to fall to that 90-cent level, that would be big trouble, and that price could end up failing all the way back to 75 and then all the way back down closer to what it started and be a complete pump and dump. However, another reason I don't think that is likely is because if you look at the bigger picture here on the much bigger time frame, we got to go bigger out than that. We got to go out to the year. Here we go. That's a better picture. As you can see, there is a big gap here. There's a big gap that this is trying to fill. And if you put a line there and you see today's peak price, it did hit that $1.37. Actually, I guess it was $1.48 or something. That it actually hit. These lines don't add up very easily. Anyway, as you can see there, it hit that gap. But now you have that retracement. However, it is called filling the gap for a reason. It generally doesn't just go up and then all the way back down to where it started. It kind of starts literally filling in that gap and making up for, that lost, I guess, time and probably patience and money and just hard times as we all go through trading stock, whoever was holding that one from that 541, or excuse me, 514 high all the way down to this lovely dip that now, our gap rather that we're filling. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking too much or this video is going to get too long. Now, if you go down here to RSI is very oversold, and that in itself is a bad indicator. So out of my indicators, looking at the RSI being that oversold, that is one indicator that I can say is not a positive thing. And why I say that is you want at least 3 of your indicators to be telling you the same thing. So we're looking for at least 3 of my 6 indicators that are going to tell us that the stock is going to go up instead of down. So right now we've got that bow and arrow pattern that I was talking about, and on the daily we've got a coming towards a golden cross, because you see here the 200-day SMA, that green line above, and that light green line below, that is the 50-day SMA. And as you can see, the last time we had this drop from the 514 high all the way down here, we had a 50-day SMA crossover on the 200-day SMA from above, which is very, 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 very bearish. But, by the time that happened, I think everyone probably already figured out that, that it wasn't looking very well, because he didn't have that crossover until the stock price was already like 69 cents. So that's all I'm getting at there. But it is generally a bearish signal if you were looking at the 50-day and the 200-day SMA back then, and you were looking at it on a time frame such as a 4-hour time frame or a hourly time frame, you would have gotten a better picture of those SMA lines crossing when when they would indicate to be crossing. Because if I do have a video on time frames. I'll run through it real quick just because I like to be real explanational of these videos and not just to give a call, but they are to give a little education about technical analysis along the way. So if you go to 5 minutes time frame, you can see here that this is my same 50-day SMA and the same 200-day SMA, but it's, using different, different math on different, because it's a different, different, different ticks. Excuse me. I can't think of candlesticks. Rather, it's different, different candlesticks, different lengths, different time frames. So it's going to be different math in the estimation and calculation of the SMA. Whew. Okay. So to get out of the mathematical side of things, as I am super glad that there are programs. Like, can you imagine if you had to sit there and actually calculate the SMA? Like I guess they did back in the day, and then somehow technology. I've got to stop talking. Anyway, back to the video, guys. I am sorry. I'm been a little sick. I'm on the steroids, so I'm a little hyped up. If you know anything about steroids, they give you some energy. So I've got it. Also, I'm just excited about this stock. Like, it looks good. So here we go. Back to the daily time frame. That price breaking above the 200-day SMA means that as long as the price holds above 70 cents, that eventually that stock is going to come to a golden cross, and a golden cross is a very, very bullish signal. RSI, again, I'm saying is indicating that there's going to be some pullback, but like I said, looking at the 4-hour chart, there has been that pullback. And you can see, this is why I use all these different SMA lines too. They work great for mapping out support and resistance. Like that little blue line right there is my 5-day SMA. That darker purple line is the 20-day SMA. And those SMA lines I use for my intraday charts, such as the 4-hour, hourly, 30-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute. They work really well to give you an idea of kind of where the price is heading, and to watch for those SMA crossovers. Again, the lower SMA crossing the higher SMA from below is bullish, and the higher SMA crossing the lower SMA from above is bearish. So those are the kind of things that you want to look out for. So the fact that the price is seemingly bouncing off this 5-day SMA on the 4-hour chart, that is a positive sign. There's still, a good bit of green MACD volume bars down here, and there's not much decline. There's a little bit of a decline from that top, the maximum volume that we hit during the day. But there's not that much decline, so it's not overly concerning. But that's when you want to break it down to the 30-minute chart. And as you can see from the 30-minute chart, MACD looks like it's stabilizing, and that it should continue. If you were to literally look at the rest of the screen as a mirror right now, basically that MACD is going to mirror that, and that's how you kind of tell what MACD is going to look like. So that should mirror that, and then cross over to green. Of course, this is not perfect, and it doesn't work that way every time. Sometimes it'll really piss you off. It'll get there, and it looks like it's going to cross, but the volume just doesn't come, and it just fails. So that's why technical analysis is not always 100% accurate, but I'd say it is at least 80% accurate if you use it correctly. And with that, I'm just going to stop talking. Well, actually, I've got a few more things to say. We're going to jump over to the Discord server real quick. So I called out, I'm going to be, doing some more day trading. I've been focusing on my main investment, Microvision right now. So I hadn't really been doing much day trading, although I've been flipping Microvision. So I'm day trading my long-term position. I don't know. I think it's a good move, although it did kind of screw me one time. But anyway, going back to it. I'm pretty much just, I think I actually already went over all of this in the video because I talk so much on this medication that I'm taking for sinus stuff. And, that's pretty much it. Let's see what the morning brings. If there's good volume, that is a good indication. Pre-market, we want to see a price increase. We want to see it on good volume, not a small amount of volume. A pretty decent amount of volume. And to determine that and just prolong this video just a little bit longer, we're going to go to an overview of today. And there are shares outstanding of 14.08 million. I want to be exact about it. And the volume was 137 million, so that is significantly, almost 10 times the float was traded today. So, given that many shares were traded today, we want pretty much at least close to that, if not more shares traded tomorrow. So in pre-market, if there's not heavy, I'm talking heavy volume in the millions. I'm talking, I want to see 10, 20 million volume pre-market. at least 5 million. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I want to see in the millions. I want to see millions of volume in pre-market with the price going up to ensure that this is going to play out how I think it is. So as of right now, I cannot say for 100% certainty that this stock is going to go up, but I will be able to tell a little bit better in the morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment on how much rambling I did during the video. Hop in the Discord if you'd like. You get updates a lot quicker. I do post on StockTwits, but group's going to get it first, and it's free.